Hello, greetings, everybody. Beautiful, beautiful people, gods and goddesses, gods, as I like to say. If you are on my other channel, you know this channel, I do a lot of self-employment and little tidbits and way to make money. So, those of you in the scrap, let's talk about the scrap world today. And I've been doing scrap, hauling scrap for many, many, many years. If you don't know, I have a small lawn maintenance company. And while I'm out on adventures lawn cutting, you just come across shit, right? Got a 14-foot trailer. Hey, look, there's a refrigerator. Oh, let's pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. Let's pick it up. All right, take it back to the shop. But you don't got time to drop it off. Don't got time. So what happens is every day I accumulate mounds of shit. When I first started scrapping, and when I go to the scrap yards to sell the scrap, everything I would throw it in the steel pile, right? Then I go inside and get paid. I look, they have a scale inside, and the dude running the, whatever, the dude running the computer or whatever is doing everything and doing the weight inside. But I was looking at all this shit on the ground. They were saying, they were accepting wires, motors. I knew about copper was different, but I didn't know all the other motors shit and then and the wiring, the shit from the air conditioners and the shit from the refrigerators. I was like, I saw a pile of motors, I was like, shit, man, I just threw all that shit in the back. You get in that back then, it was like, I don't even know, it was like 8 cents probably. I don't even know what the hell it was. I was like, damn. So I asked him, how much are these motors at? Oh, they're 15 cents a pound. I was like, damn. I just had a whole bucket of them. A whole bucket of them. Because what I started doing is, since I didn't have time to take the scrap in, it was sitting in my shop. So I would just start taking shit apart, like messing with shit. Yeah, this is cool. Wow, this has it. Wow, this has a lot of copper in it. I didn't fucking know that. Get my licensed HVAC guy over here to take care of shit for me. Cut up the thing or whatever he does with the Freon and give me the parts. I was like, damn. Wow. Well, now, since I've gotten so far into it, I've got a huge pile of everything. Every box is full of shit. All I could do is take it in because I've accumulated all this shit, right? Now, so I would take it in, and now it's like, like steel is what, 11 cents? Motors are 25 cents. Aluminum's 55 cents. Cast aluminum's 55. Back when I started, it was in like 30 cents for aluminums. Like I said, motors was 15 cents, maybe 12. Copper was always $1.80. Now it's $3.50 or whatever the hell it is. It's crazy. And I'm like, man, all I do is see shit everywhere. And I'm thinking, all these people be throwing shit out, man. All kinds of money out there. People just throwing money away left and right. But the moral of this story is that if you're doing scrap, because you can't make a living. You can make a living off it. I'll tell you that. I know many people who send their kids to college on this shit. If you do it right, if you have the space to do shit and the extra time, like I'm saying, I have a little lawn cutting business. That's how I start picking up mowers, and shit like that. And just find shit. Everywhere I go, I find shit. People, I gotta throw this out. Here, I'll take it. Shit, don't throw that stove out. I'll take it out. You know what I'm saying? Then I would just bring everything back here and pull out the wiring. The wiring harnesses got everything. That's probably the easiest thing. The dryers are real easy to take apart and fold them up. Throw them in the truck. Take me about 5 minutes. So I've learned. I've doubled my money doing that instead of just throwing it all in a steel pile. I go to these piles to drop shit off. People got throwing air conditioners in there and fucking, all that shit, that copper I see on it. I said, dude, why don't you cut that off, Like, you could take the air conditioner inside and you'll get like 20 cents a pound for it, or 15 cents. Or you could take it apart and get like $30 for it instead of, 15. Yeah, man. Like it's hot. Or I mean, it's everybody does it. Everybody over here does. Cleveland's the headquarters of a steel manufacturing. Couple places around here, but it's booming, man. People be left and right. Everyone's picking up everything, and you don't get there. These motherfuckers be driving around at 6 a.m. in the morning until fucking midnight at night, driving around, loading the truck up. And what's good is like a lot of people just load the truck up and they go home. They gotta wait till the morning to go to the scrapyard. And then when they get to the scrapyard, they're fucking tearing everything apart. They're tearing out wires. So they're spending time doing that there instead of just load up your truck, go to the shop, unload the truck, go back out the same day. You can get 3 truckloads in one day compared to one, what some people are doing. You know, easy truckload is like 60, 70 bucks. Right, 60 to 80 bucks. You got one huge truckload, just like so. You know, where the hell, where we going? Here it is. You know what I mean? Like, there's all kind of shit on here. Like, I don't even know what's on here. You see, like, there's a refrigerator here. Freezer there. That's got copper and shit in it. And then all this is just junk metal. A lot of junk, a lot of beds and shit. The bed frames. And then what's cool is the other day I was at somewhere. I had found a dryer, and I was riding around. So I got to the last street. So I was like, I'm done. I'm going home. Because usually when I find nothing within 2 hours, you know, get a good decent amount within an hour. So it's not worth it really. It's just go if you got especially if you got shit at your space, you can load up, take the shit out. But yeah, like I said, man, having a shop or having a space to do shit is very helpful. Very helpful. You know, and I see people, like I said, I see people at the yard doing shit there when they can be doing that shit at home, getting another truckload or two, getting 3 or 4 truckloads. It's easy, man. So the other night when I was back to what I was saying, I had one dryer and I found like this basketball hoop setup thing and a Christmas tree. Artificial Christmas trees are hot. Nobody picks them up. I do. Pick them motherfuckers up, man. Them things are heavy and they got weight. One year I had a whole truckload of just Christmas trees, artificial Christmas trees. If you take the lights off of them, if they're easy to take off, take them off. Take them all off, pile them up somewhere. Sometimes they're pain in the ass. They literally tie them on there, and it's just not worth it to just fucking take. You know, if they come off real easy, you can get it done in like 2 to 5 minutes. The whole lights. But if they're taking the time, I unweaved one day, and it just took me like 15 minutes. I'm like, man. But I got a bunch of them. I still got a bunch of trees, you know. But anyway, back to the story of a dryer, and I had a dryer, basketball hoop, and I had a Christmas tree, and I don't know, microwave, maybe, I don't even fucking know, but so I got to the last street, I'm like, and this always happens, like, man, I'm done, this is my last street. So I get to the last house, there was golf clubs on the tree lawn, so I scooped up the golf clubs, and the girl, lady, or whatever, was like, hey, do you pick up metals? Do you take metals? I'm like, yeah. What do you think I'm doing? You see the truck, I got a dryer, you see what's going on, right? She's like, I got a washer and dryer if you want. I was like, yeah, I want it. She's like, is it gonna fit on there? I'm like, I'll make it fit. Cause I already had the washer laying down, you know what I'm saying? And what I had to do is back up to the curb, because you could just get that top of the dryer onto the truck, go to the bottom and lift it, and using the truck as your buddy, your other hand. You can only do it like that. If not, the height won't match on big trucks like this. But anyway, she's like, well, it's in my basement and I got to get them out of there. I was like, all right, well, what, you want me to do it myself? I mean, I don't have anybody to help me. She's like, I'll help you. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, let's get this shit out of here. So I fucking, like I said, I've made all kind of room. Took the basketball hoop off, stood the dryer up, pushed it on the front, and then what else did I have on there? I don't even know, but I had to just I had the dryer and the basketball hoop and the Christmas tree, and I don't know, grill or some small grill, I don't even know, but there's some other stuff on there, poles, a lot of poles. So anyway, I made room, push that shit up. So we got the got the dryer up the stairs, put it on the truck. She's like, I don't know if that's gonna fit. She's like, you can only take one if you want. I don't know. I'm not. These motherfuckers are coming with me. You know, these things are coming with me right now. So I fucking was like, oh, let's go. And luckily, she had it moved right down by the stairs, and we just run right down the stairs, picked up the dryer, lifted it up, went down and grabbed the washer, put the washer out. She's like, all right. I threw it on the truck, stood them up. I said, here we go. Thank you. And then, so we're talking. I was like, yeah. So I have a scrap metal removal service. And she's like, you know, my whole garage here is filled with, I don't know, with what. She's like, I just want to throw everything. She's like, I need to throw everything out, basically. And I don't know. And she said there's a lot of metal in there. And I was like, well, call me. Take my number down. Call me. I'll take all the metals for free. I'll take all the metals for free. And, but the moral of the story is that somebody will hound you down. Someone will flag you down. They're trying to get rid of the shit out of their house. Dryer, stove, or whatever. It's just happened to me like 3 times. I helped someone carry their shit out, and you know, that's the way it goes, man. And it's always, you have that mindset. If you have that mindset that money is everywhere and everything flows to you simultaneously and all at once and abundantly, copiously, and you'll be prosperous, no doubt about it, because it's a very, like I said, it's a very lucrative business if you know what you're doing. But I got to get this all loaded up, and I just wanted to mention all that about. I probably missed something, but if you have the time and the patience, and you have the room and space, don't don't do it at your house, because then that's all you'll be doing. Shit be collecting everywhere. That's when I stopped. I don't be looking like Sanford in the sun. It's bad enough I got this all filled in here. Like, all filled. I still got to get all this shit out. There's the washers and dryers over there by the refrigerators, the other refrigerators, 2 freezers, and pieces of dryer, another freezer here. There's 2 freezers there. There's a cooler there. And the washers behind there, and the 2 dryers, the basketball hoop, the 2 fucking whatever the fridge is, and all this junk, man. And like them fans there, I did a clean out, a scrap metal clean out, and she had like, I don't know, like 10 fans, something. And all right, these things are easy to take apart. Like, get the motor out, and they'll sell the motor by itself and just not throw away, but take the steel frame and that and the rest. And the wiring. You get a bag of wiring, man. That wire is fucking $2 a pound. Like, I don't know, it's going crazy right now. And the ceiling fans, they all have that zinc. Like, and especially if something you come across all the time. If you come across a lot of ceiling fans, shit like that, and then so I just started to stack them somewhere, because I know they have zinc and shit on them, and I used to just take the wiring out. And but then I find out that the motor's worth money too. So I was like, well, shit, I'm almost halfway apart. I might just take the rest off, and it ain't nothing to take apart, man. Especially if you have a angle grinder, you can cut a lot of shit. Sawzall, fucking out of here, man. A sawzall will work just as good, but an angle grinder cuts a lot of good shit. But yeah. And the fact I had this 14-foot trailer, I just do cleanouts. I just go, you know, pick up fucking metal and like just load it up and deal with it. I got lead on Mr. Heroes over here, talking about a grill, a restaurant grill, and deep fryer, and some tables, stainless steel tables. And carry a magnet with you. I forgot to mention it. That's another important rule. Is carry a magnet with you. You'd be surprised. If it's magnetic, it's crap. Just throw it in the steel. Unless you got rotors. If you've got stuff like rotors, those are separate. They pay you like 20, I don't know, it's double the steel. So some shit like that. The motors right here. These are from your dryer. Mostly the dryers. These are like dryer motors right here. You can just sell these like that. They'll buy them for 15 cents. Or, well, actually, now it's 25 cents, actually. Yeah, some of this shit, unless it's got screws that you can come out of there, you know, it's a little more easier to take apart, because this is cast aluminum right here. You get a bunch of these. I mean, it's all ways up, and you know, this is a cast aluminum bracket. And this is from the dryer, I believe. This is a dryer motor. This thing here, this is not so easy to get apart, because it's fucking whatever they got going on here glued. You gotta smash it and all that, and it's just not even. They'll buy it like this, and they'll deal with it. Yeah, you can try to take it apart, but it's a pain in the ass, really. Unless you got an angle grinder and just cut it. But they'll buy it like that anyway as a motor. They'll buy these like this. They'll buy the motors with all this shit in it. You don't have to really take it apart, because I think they'd take it apart. They buy shit. They'll buy motors. These come out of the air conditioners. I think those are the air conditioners. So yeah, like I said, and I have a mechanic here, so he just free time. We're just taking apart motors and just taking apart shit. You know, and these radiators. So what I did was. I had a bunch of these radiators from, because I got about 20, I had 20 air conditioner units, because I just kept finding them, the windows, the ones you put in the windows, and this is, there's two of these, I don't know, where the hell did this come from? No, yeah, there's usually two of these radiators in there, and they're worth about $1.25, because it's aluminum copper. So what I did was I just cut the copper tips right off, right? And I just started saving them like change. And so I had a big bag. It was like $50 for the bag. Like, you know, like, it was a nice size bag. But I had $50. It was real easy, you know. So I'm still working on the air conditioners. And then just take these inside. They'll buy them for whatever, $1.25 or whatever it was. This is something we're doing here. That's where that radiator came out of. This is one of the motors. It's 25 cents a pound. You know, and this fucking weighs. You know, that's most of the weight right there. This whole damn thing. And then this here, cut out. I usually just snip off all these. Get you a pair of snippers. It's all copper right there. And you just throw it in a little bag somewhere. You know, it only takes me like 5 minutes tops to cut this shit off. And in the end, you know, I mean, fuck, I got a whole bag full of $50. You know, especially if you got a lot of them. I still got a whole pile of radiators over there somewhere I got to go through. And a lot of this furniture, snag it up because they buy it, and check with your magnet and make sure there's no metal on there. I usually try to clean it up. This one here, the railings, not the railings, the whole arm piece. This is all steel. This is aluminum. It's only 4 bolts holding it. Take you 5 minutes to take it apart. Not even 5 minutes. And then, you know, I just throw it in my aluminum pile. Sometimes I'll just cut this shit. It ain't nothing, man. People think, you know, I don't know what people think, but I know there's money everywhere. All right, well, hopefully try to enlighten some folks. Give some information about scrapping and shit like that. There's a whole box of wire here that I gotta go through. I got this at a job, clean out job. You know, there's probably $50 there or whatever. I don't even know. $50. There's the golf clubs that got me the washer and dryer. I don't know what this cabinets. Here's another freezer I got from the job. But anyway. Alright, so we touched bases on some things. Carry a magnet. Always carry a magnet with you. If you got the space, do it. If you want to see what's inside of it, do it. It's fun stuff. Because, you know, you get a big pile of something, you know, you're bored. You know, one day you're fucking bored and you end up just going through something. Cut this copper off. That's how it led me to, you know, go into stuff as refrigerators. I was just cutting the copper off the bottoms, and the old refrigerators, the copper ran on the outside. It was easy, just real cut it right there, and it was a big piece that came out. Now they frickin' seem like they weave the copper inside the refrigerator. You gotta cut the refrigerator up, which is, I don't even, it's not even worth it to cut it all. You got that foam shit everywhere. It's just not worth it. You're gonna get 20 refrigerators anyway, so you might as well just collect whatever you got. You know, it's like change. You go spend $1, you get 50 cents back, and you go throw it into fucking wherever in a jar at home, and then, you know, a month later you got fucking $50. Like, holy shit, there's $50 laying there. You know what I mean? It's just how you got to do it, man. You know, it's how it had to been done. You know, you want to be successful, you got to keep going on and keep moving forward. But I got to get this load together. I got to take this off. That's today, driving through the hood. And it's mostly beds and bed frames and chairs, and there's a grill and there's a refrigerator in there. Like I said, there's another swing set chair, or one of these porch swing chairs, or whatever the fuck this is. A lot of these lately. Yeah, I don't really carry any tools with me on there. Just throw it on the truck. And what's nice is if I find, so say I'm driving back and I find like a hot water tank, I'm like, fuck. So I have the luxury to come back here and drop all this shit and go back and get the hot water tank. And in the process you find more shit. So it's like you get, you know what I mean? Like it's very busy work. You can make a lot of money. All right, so hope you all have a good day. Enjoy your weather. It's getting nice out. And I'll see you soon. Maybe I'll try to keep up with some scrap ideas and other things, grass cutting, and what else we are doing with our lives. Maintaining a good mental diet. All right, so I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Be unique, be magical, and all the bullshit. And if not, go check out my other channel, Transcending with Danny K. Is the good old, it's exactly what it is. Transcending with Danny K, the cosmic shaman. He's always up to mystical stuff. All right, so I'll see you soon. Be cool, be magical. I'll see you soon.